All right, here's the deal. We'll try to keep this informal, and we have to make sure that it fits in the time frame. So I'll say a little something and then get off the stage. So we're going to do 5 pieces from VANQUI today, and the 5 pieces are trying to represent varying aspects of the overall work. So we're starting out with one of the first pieces that opens the opera, and it's called Suite to Savannah. And the purpose of Suite to Savannah is Prince, who's one of the primary characters. Prince and VANQUI are 2. They were married. They were slaves, and then they were separated because they sold VANQUI off to Jefferson Cardwell. And in the process, Prince, who was not content but willing to accept the life they were in until they took his wife away, VANQUI. And so he committed insurrection. He's a spirit, VANQUI's a spirit, because she dies another way. We can talk about that later. And in the process of that, he's in a cave as a spirit and as a human being walking the earth, because he's not adept at riding the wind as a spirit to find his wife and the baobab tree. And so John A. Williams used this as a vehicle to allow for 100 years of storytelling and to introduce you to key people. Suite to Savannah, he brings in one of the runaway slaves into the cave they're hiding in, and they decide to reminisce about how beautiful it was where they lived as the We People. That was a fictional group of people, and they go to they talk about how beautiful the Wee village was, and it was spelled W-U-I. And so you'll hear a voice reminiscing in the female voice how beautiful it is. Then you'll hear the male voice start talking about Prince's life as a little boy and how inquisitive he was and always wanted to just get curious about everything. And you'll hear them talk about what he gets curious about. And so the father says, let's send him with his uncle Achebe, and who is a person that sells his wares and travels extensively with a caravan and all. And then they get taken by slaves. They're captured as slaves. And so what they thought they were doing to help their son forced them to then lose their son and go on to become a slave. Okay, Suite to Savannah.
Sweet the savannah, a brilliant bright green, surrounded by hills, palms so blessed we've been.
Attending the herd on the bright green field, Prince by now knew the language and plan the birds and beasts to him had revealed. Not more than a boy, he thought to be a man. Curious he wondered what lay beyond the mountains, the streams, what folk, which places, and with which great river did this stream bond? Why was the world filled with such great spaces? He questioned the stars in the sky.
Why does the dark star shine so bright? Why is the moon sometimes fat, sometimes thin? Tell me, please, Father, why stars fall at night? How's it arranged for the daytime to sleep? And who tells the darkness when to fall down? Where goes the stream when it flows past our feet? When a bird flies back, where has it flown?
Each day, each night, it was like this. Questions that made his father sigh. Questions that made his mother frown. Wondered much at this firstborn son, whom rule of clan passes down. One night at last they softly talked.
What's to be done? How well and when to cool his frenzied mind that stalks this puzzle to their very end?
Send him to his uncle at Tebe, near the white men with arrows of fire, who live in houses that ride the sea. Such a visit will quench his desire, though badness attends men who are white. Attibe is brave and will watch our prince. The boy I know will be all right. Other views may bring him some sense of knowing.
This next piece that we're going to hear is a lullaby, and it's sung by the character who is both a woman that is the goddess Meremi and the human of Margaret Gardner, who is just giving birth to a child and having to make one of the deepest, hardest is too small of a word to describe this decision that she is contemplating for how to best love this new child. And I think it's a nice little bit to share that if you maybe didn't notice that my last name is the same as someone else's on this stage. And this piece was written about 20-some years ago, and I might be 20-something. And when this piece was being written, when this lullaby was being written, there was a much smaller baby version of myself sitting right under the piano, getting to hear these notes as they were in their inception. So it's really special to get to share it with you now.
and sudden gone, without a farewell sound. Dear child, light of my life, I must explain. Oh, once, my love, I must have been like you. Was love pressed close and sweetly sung too? I think I've seen it done. Maybe I dreamed it was done to me. What a warming thing. Uncharted coves, whether the black ensues, and stars still blink at your marvelous eyes. What's left of beauty on the earth is you. The love I bear you lights the bluest skies, uncharted coves where there the black ensues, and stars still blink at your marvelous eyes. What's left of beauty on the earth is you.
This next selection is called the Box Song, and it tells the tale of Virginia slave Henry Box Brown, who at age 33 decided to mail himself to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to freedom. Now, that's a pretty bold idea, but you have to realize that the box that he hid himself in was 3 by 2.5 by 2 feet. So we're talking a tiny cube. And he had to stay in this box for 27 hours.
That box upon which you have knocked will go to Philadelphia's docks.
This box belongs to Master Cox. It's for his northern selling stocks.
That box on which you box, you folks, I know you're praying for that old box. You'll lock yourself right in. That box upon which you have knocked will go to Philadelphia stocks. A pox on Master Cox, you fox, I know you pray for that old box, you fox. A pox on Master Cox, you fox, I know you pray for that old box. you fox. You'll lock yourself right in that box, you fox. A pox on Master Cox, you fox. I know you'll pray for that old box, you fox.
Surely no, but you must keep it secret too, 'cause cocks don't have a confound clue. See, I thought you surely knew, but you must keep it secret too, 'cause cocks don't have a confound clue about what this box is going through. This box, this fox in 3 hard days is due. To land in freedom, north that's true, this fox I pox that me no cocks, and in his bed put lots of rocks.
Land in freedom, north that's true, you fox. That pox that me no cocks, in his bed put lots of rocks.
I got to finish and get Ulysses to haul this to the dock.
But who's to help you close it?
Now don't worry about that. You follow that trail there to the plantation and ask for Ulysses. And
I don't go near big houses.
I meant to the outhouse. Ulysses, he'll be there now. Just tell him I sent you. Got to get this thing to the wharf.
And most of your water.
That don't make no, never mind. I'm still going. Can you do letters?
Yes.
I got that right.
Jasper Smith, Esquire. He's one of ours. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Did I spell it right?
Perfect, Henry.
I was always a good speller before they sold me to Cox. He don't like for us to read and write. And I never showed him that I could. This will show him. Now what you said about Mr. Smith, that sure makes me feel good. I heard that, but it's good to know. But I guess you know everything.
No, I wish I did. This is too small for you.
No, it's not.
Air.
See them little holes?
How long did you say the trip will take?
3 days, I think. You and your husband get to Philadelphia. Ask Mr. Smith where I am. I'm going to Syracuse, New York from there.
Thank you.
Go hide now.
Don't worry. I will.
Listen, here's what's going on with Nat Turner's declaration. In the scene, you have Nat Turner, his hands are tied, and the judge is just incensed because he's saying, how do you as a black man have the right to even think you can fight for your own freedom, right? And Nat Turner just explains exactly why he absolutely has the right as a man, as a human being, and to fight the atrocity of whatever he and all of his people, all of our people, have been experiencing then, and we experience today. So when you listen to these words, he tells the judge exactly why and what went through his mind and what the experience was to create the insurrection that he did. So I'd like you to be keyed in on what John wrote to convey the story that Nat Turner is telling all of us.
In 1831, August, hot, with green and red, I then well knew the time had come to strike, just like the Bible said. I felt summoned for a purpose great. This August come to Southampton. It was the time, it was the date, to take, not plead for our freedom. It was the time, it was the date, to take, not plead for our freedom. You would not give, nor could I buy this great abundance, white as air, of which this proudest nation cries. For which we black folk beg in prayer. It was the time, it was the date, to break, not plead for our freedom. I gathered round my sturdy flock, hark, the others pledged and bound, and like a marsh hawk, all things mocks, flew high then low along the ground. Man, boy, woman, girl, logless babe. Man, boy, woman, girl, logless babe. We smote beneath our pounding wings. On my command we death strokes gave, and no men balked, not one man cringed. With blade and ball we destroyed them. The August heat was godly breath, leading us to Jerusalem, thinning Virginia death by death, to get more guns. Bondage is dust without them, ownership surely with. God speaks like dawns in August, like banging hot iron in a smith. Down, let you put down your weapons, make gone the burdens we're forced to bear. You cannot keep us without guns. You fear us so and do not dare. Like Washington and Lafayette, we scour the land for liberty, with blood like yours as red as wet. On a freedom you will not agree. Freedom did come in mighty Rome, when both Spartacus raised the fight, and fought the empire, laid it prone. Freedom's no gift, it's seized by might. It came from Toussaint in Haiti, where blood ran thicker than Rome. There's equality and liberty, when with blood our freedom's won. All men whom others hold in bond was one and they know their time is near, when they will meet their Babylon, and those with little left to fear, and those with little left to fear, and those with little left to fear.
All right, for our last piece for the evening, VANQUI has been very, very upset with being separated from her husband. And she's taken to Jefferson Cardwell's plantation. And Jefferson Cardwell's wife, Melody, she is extremely upset because she knew that Cardwell's intent was not to just have VANQUI as a slave working for him, but to be of special interest. Now, I want to state VANQUI would have never allowed that. But Melody Cardwell didn't know that. She was so upset because she knew this wouldn't have been the first time. But she found VANQUI to be exceptionally attractive and very threatening. So she befriends VANQUI. Oh, yeah, I have something special just for you. I have this delicious tea just for you. Oh, by the way, she never told her it was laced with arsenic. So the intent was, VANQUI drinks the tea, VANQUI dies. Now this is all kind of early on, because VANQUI has to become a spirit in search of Prince. And VANQUI doesn't realize how she was going to be poisoned by Melody. But Ola, the primary servant in the house, witnessed all of it and knew VANQUI was in trouble. And Ola was like the spiritual leader of the slaves themselves. And so she informed Jefferson Cardwell that VANQUI didn't just die, but she happened to die at the hand of his wife. So he becomes very, very upset. VANQUI, because of her specialness, becomes the spirit that we then get to be aware of with her. But as a spirit and being a novice at being a spirit, she's thinking she'll go walk the earth, literally on the earth, to find her husband Prince. Ola, as a spiritual leader, senses and knows that she's going to come up from death. And she says to her, no, walking this planet like this is not going to find your husband. You're not going to find the baobab tree. But I want you to be conscious of the wind and you as a spirit riding the wind. So she inspires and insists, VANQUI, ride, VANQUI, ride.
You're a rider on the wind, riding typhoons to their ends. You're a rider on the wind. From this earth you first ascend. Ride, think we ride. You know you'll find him in the end. Think we ride. I wanna say to you, alright. Think we ride. You know you'll meet him once again. Ride, think we ride. Ride, think we ride. To our fates you will attend, soaring higher and higher in the wind. Never, 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 never to descend. Ride, think we ride, you will find him. Ride, think we ride, know that you'll meet again. You part spirit, you and the wind. Still you're human, deep within. You are magic, you are magic, you are magic. Conjure, send. Ride, think we ride. You know you'll find him in the end. Think we ride as you cannon through the wind, soaring higher and higher. Know that you'll meet him once again. Ride, think we ride, soaring higher, higher, higher. Know you'll find him in the end. Think we ride, no ride, think we ride.
Gerald, Veasley, please. Yeah, no, Mr. Johnson, and somebody I'm familiar with slightly, Mr. Leslie Burrs. I'm Leslie. We want to thank you all for supporting everything, and we want to thank Opera Project Columbus for giving all of us this opportunity to share. Everybody, have a good evening, okay? Bye-bye.